Hi, welcome back to Durham Cares TV.
Hi.
We have Steve Vinton with us, right?
Yep.
Steve Vinton is from Village Schools, and as I understand, you build schools in Africa.
I actually no. We don't build schools for
We
people.
have the wrong guy?
What is that?
No,
He
no,
doesn't
no,
build schools? Okay,
no,
what
we-
do you do?
Somebody else
Partner
was-
with people to build schools.
Oh.
They make all the bricks, they haul all the stones, they do all the hard
You
work.
mean you shouldn't be doing it all for them?
Absolutely not.
But these are people who need education, and you're supposed to go over there and we build schools for people, right?
No,
We don't.
no, they need education. That's absolutely true. What they don't need is people to build schools for them. They're totally capable of building schools for their own kids. All we need to do is help them to get the vision of doing it, work with them, give them a little bit of resources from the outside.
But then they won't be dependent on us anymore.
That's the idea.
So, when you work with, I guess you've got teachers, and some of the teachers come from the West, right?
Sure.
Missionaries and
Yes.
stuff like that, right?
Yes.
And this is a way for us, say I were to do this, we make a pretty decent living as a missionary, right? If I were to come to you, we could, get $40,000 salary and bank a lot of that, right?
If you want to make 40,000, yes, thank you. The fact is what we're looking for, people who want to go into small villages and actually make their lives there, and that means live on what a Tanzanian is living in a village. So if you're
What does that
teaching,
mean?
$150 a month.
150
Don't worry,
bucks.
you'll actually have far more than you
So
actually.
this means that the teacher actually has to live with the other local teachers
with the
and
Tanzanian teachers.
get
You'll be
involved in the community?
You'll be in a house with other Tanzanian teachers. There might be 2, 3. It's a little like being in a college dorm or something like that. You will live with them. You'll live off the food that we have there in the village. You'll learn to like rice and beans.
Okay. Can you do rice and beans?
I like rice and beans.
You can do
actually.
rice and beans. It's not bad.
Rice and beans, I give a double thumbs up to.
So your deployment model, you must partner with large NGOs and go in and partnership with them and USAID, people like that.
No, actually, that's a.
Henry,
that's-
I'm seeing a
that's
theme here.
Problem.
You being totally clueless?
You asking questions and Steve going, no.
No. The truth is I can't work with other organizations. Not that I have anything against them, but in general, other organizations that have gone into a village, they've done it maybe in a different way, where they've done things for people. If people get used to the idea that somebody's going to come and do something for us, then it takes away any incentive or any motivation that they might have within themselves to do it. So if somebody's already gotten to that village before we have, it makes it pretty hard for us to do.
So it's an interesting model. Clearly it's worked for this one school you talked about, but it can't scale from there, can it?
Well, actually, the beauty of it is, since it did work in one place, people from other villages, they came to see that school and asked, so how did it happen? When they found out that it happened because they did something everybody can do. They can make bricks, they can haul stones, they can get the sand and the water. They went out and did it, and so we've got 16 schools that are open.
16 schools.
16, we're building another 7.
Awesome.
And we're going to keep on doing it.
So Steve Vinton, we have him here in Durham. Very impressive. We love the way that he partners with the local community. He's very much about extending a culture of dignity rather than dependency. This is about the community-owned schools. It's about us living incarnately with the folks that we seek to serve in a way that really brings symmetry into the relationship, where I would imagine a lot of these missionaries and teachers are going to learn just as much from the people they're now living with as they can teach them. It's a symmetrical relationship,
Well,
right?
the bottom line is somebody who's coming from America, who's going into a village, they don't know the language, they don't know how to speak Swahili, so they're going to learn from their students. Their students are going to teach them. They also don't know the elementary things of how do you cook food over an open fire? How do you survive in a village? You don't know how to do it coming from America, so yes, you're going to provide something wonderful. You're going to teach kids in school. You're going to teach them English. You're going to provide them with something that they desperately want. But you also want to survive. You also want to love living there. You want to enjoy being a part of that community. They're going to teach you how to do that.
And you do this because you feel you've been called to educate Tanzania.
Well, not exactly.
Why do you do this?
Because I want to share the gospel with people. I want to get the gospel into the difficult places where the gospel hasn't gone before. So my real purpose, I want to share my life with people. I want them to come to know God. I also want them to get an
Do you have
education.
a Bible verse that guides you?
Sure. 1 Thessalonians 2:8.
What does it say?
Paul is talking about when he was serving as a missionary, and he didn't tell them he was a great preacher. He said that he loved them so much that he wanted to share not only the gospel of God with them, he wanted to share his life with them. That's what I want to do.
Awesome. Thank you very much for tuning in. For more information, please check out villageschools.com.org. And thank you for tuning in, and thank you as always for
Loving your neighbor.